It's a foggy, cold, damp morning here, and it's time for me to get a new video out. And I have all this content that I've, taped. Or we don't call it taped anymore. What have I done? I've videoed them. I've got all this content and it's kind of a mismatch. And so today I'm going to give you a video with first something that Adam cooked recently. He made homemade Krystal burgers. Now, those of you who live in the U.S., I guess, or the South, I don't know, are familiar with Krystal burgers from our youth. I never went there because they weren't that good that you wanted to pay money for them. But if somebody brought them to a church dinner or a youth event, they got eaten really fast by the teenagers. They were these little bitty hamburgers, just little, like 3 little bites each. And it was just a little square hamburger, a little square bun, onions that had been maybe sauteed a little, can't remember, and I think mustard, and I don't think there was anything else on it. It was a real simple little burger, and you bought them by the box of, 20 or something, I don't know. So he made them at home, and they were so good. He essentially steamed them, and if you've never had a steamed hamburger, that's something to look up on YouTube. I'm no cook. And then I wanted to share a little project I did yesterday. I made, and I should have it in my hands, but I don't. It's in the kitchen. I made a cozy for my really big coffee mug or tea mug that I drink out of almost every day. So I shared how I did that a little bit. What's the other thing I was going to... and we went and visited the chickens. And every day I go out about 4 o'clock because I want to lure the chickens into their pen so that they're not out in the dark on the farm. So I'll lure them into the pen with some snacks. And then while they're nibbling the snacks, I dash over to the little door and I lock it shut. And this is our routine, and they're very familiar with it. That's also when I collect eggs and when I start to close up the big doors on their coop. So every day I come out with snacks, and now they just go crazy. And Sylvie up in the front, she'll get up on her tippy toes, and she'll jump in front of the door because she's like, I can't stand it another minute. I've got to have a snack. So I take them bread and grapes and rice and pasta, and they like carbs and fruit like all of us. So that's what's on the video today. So let's get started. Today I'm taking a slow day. I was so busy yesterday, and today I told myself I would take a day off. And one nice, easy thing I wanted to do was to sit in my studio and crochet, which I don't do much lately. Crochet a mug cozy for this mug. Now this is a huge mug. I mean, it probably holds at least a full 2 cups of coffee. I never drink the whole thing because it's just huge. But I do love it. But in the mornings in the winter, my coffee gets cold, and I felt like a little cozy would help. So this is what I've done so far. This is why I'm crocheting, because this kind of thing is hard to do in knitting, I've found, but it's easy to do in crochet. Is just this, this circle, this disc. You start in the middle, and I use single crochet here. And then if you can see this kind of ring, and I expanded gradually. And if you've done much of this, you know how you do it. At first, you increase with every stitch, and then you slowly start to increase with only every other stitch. And by the time you get out here, you're doing about every 3rd stitch to get it so that it's flat and it doesn't ripple up and have folds in it. So you want a nice flat, this is the bottom. And then when I wanted to make this turn off of the bottom disc and I wanted to turn up, then I stopped increasing, absolutely. And I also made this little band here by only picking up the back loop of the stitch. And so I left the front loop more obvious. Now I don't have a real sharp seam going up here. You can see they didn't meet. That doesn't really bother me. This is just for my use. I'm not going to fuss with it. And then I changed also to double crochet instead of the single crochet. I want the bottom to be pretty tough. This is also acrylic yarn. It is Red Heart Soft, which is a brand. I don't like Red Heart, but I do like their soft. And I'm using, this is just a regular old worsted weight, and I'm using a size G, which is kind of small, but I did want it to be fairly tight. So when you move past the lip here and you go into double crochet, it looks like I did one row of single crochet first when I made that turn. And then I went in double crochet and I did a full double crochet. And that took me up to here. Okay, so I really am fitting this as I go because I want it to be snug and I want it to fit well. I've done one of these before that fit pretty well. It was way too small for this mug though. And so what you have to do now, because of the handle, is I'm going to go around, and then I'll go up, and then I'll go around the other way. You have to go this way. You can't keep on going around, or else you won't be able to get this on. And then when you get up to the top, I'm going to make a button on one side and a loop on the other. Or, I do like the button, but I could also do a piece of elastic that I could slip over here. And I'm pondering which one I want to do. Initially, I was thinking the elastic. Now, this row of single crochet had no increase, because really you're pretty much going straight up. And then this row of double crochet, I don't think I did any increase there either. But then when I got to this one, my increase is every third stitch I do 2 of them. Okay, and I'm continuing that here with this one because this really does keep on going up, and then I'll decrease a little bit when I get to the top so it's not loose and floppy. Okay, so when I get further along, when I get done, I'll share it with you again. This is a very doable this is a very doable little project, and yeah, it's kind of nice to have that suited just to your favorite mug. Well, I'm close to the end on my mug cozy. You can see what shape it has. I've fit it to the mug over and over again, and you can see, looking kind of up, I increased, then I had a period where I didn't increase or decrease, and then you have to decrease for the last couple of rows. And the way I've decreased on here is you can even kind of see some of these spots. I just skipped a stitch. I don't think it stands out very much. In the end, you know me, I'm going to opt for a button closure instead of a elastic band closure. I think it'll work better, but I also just love buttons and old-fashioned things, so I'll pick a button. I'm doing, when I got to the top, also, I didn't want to run my yarn all the way up to the lip. When I'm drinking out of this, I don't want to feel yarn on my lip, and I don't want for tea or coffee to dribble onto the cozy too easily, and then I have to wash it a lot. So let me show you how far up it comes. And I think it's a pretty good fit so far. It'll fit better when I have the button on and you close it up. But you see, I wanted that ring to sit nicely on the bottom. Okay, and I didn't. If you don't make this close enough, you end up with a big old gap around your handle. And I've done that before, and I wanted one that would really sit more snugly. And so you see how it comes up. It doesn't come up all the way. I could have done another like single crochet row and gotten it right up here, but I really don't want it that tall, and the place where I want the heat retained is down here anyway, when you're getting toward the bottom of your cup and you want it to stay warm. So anyway, so I'm going to continue. I'm doing a little chain stitch here. Now this is just a little teeny trick that everybody knows, but you can do a chain stitch, and you can also kind of do a tight chain stitch. And what I mean by that is that, you know, when you do a chain stitch, you do this. But then after you do the chain stitch, you can just pull it a little bit and pull it snug. And if you pull it down snug, you'll get this nice tight chain stitch, which will just be more sturdy and less stretchy. And so I'm going to do one that will go across the top of this handle, loop around the button, and then come back. So it'll be almost twice this length, and then I'll reattach it over here really, really strongly and find a button. And then I'll show you it later. Thanks. I thought you'd like to see my button jar. It's a mason jar with a glass lid and this metal top, and I like these kind of jars. Anyway, I'm going to find myself a nice bright button because this yarn is pretty dull. Let's find something colorful. I'm putting the button on. I opted for kind of a dark red, wine-colored button because it was big. I want something that's easy to manipulate when I've got a hot cup of tea or coffee. And it also has, as you see, this button has a post on the bottom. And I like that. I want something substantial to wrap that the loop around. You also have to really ponder when you're attaching this button. I'm using the yarn. I could have used thread, but I'm using the yarn actually to attach it. And you have to find a needle that will pass through the hole of the button first, and then after you have one or two passes of yarn already through that opening in the button, you have to have a needle that is small enough that it'll take more yarn through there plus the needle. It needs to be a good size hole. I've gotten 3 passes of yarn through there, which I think is plenty. So now I'm just going to stick my needle through, and I'll tie it off on the back with this other little loose piece, and we'll be done with that, and we'll put it on the mug. So there we have it. We have a cozy that fits really well. That is just molded to that mug. And that was my goal. It's a little wonky through here. I didn't go and take that last stitch on this row. I kind of wish I had done that, but it's not a real obvious error. And the button is very secure. And the loop is very secure. That's where your tension is going to be, but there's not too much tension. I didn't have to work too hard to get it over there. And the fact that it sits on top of the handle means it's not going to slip anywhere. So I am really pleased with that. And I like the color because I think it matches the tone of the mug. Okay, very earth tone. So there you have it, a big mug cozy. Oh, little chickens. Hello, little chickens. Who's there? Is that you, Sylvie? Are you going to jump? Time to jump, Sylvie. Jump, jump, jump. Hello, Sylvie. Sylvie's out front. Hello, Sylvie. You going to jump? Jump, jump, jump. Hello, Clementine. Hello, Sheena. It's nice to have Sheena laying again. Now get out of the way. No escaping. No, 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 no. Back it up. Back it up. Hello, Ruru. Okay, guys, let's go have some snacks. Yeah. Grapes and apples today for snacks. Yeah, very exciting. Ruru is telling them all about it. They like that. Let's go close up the gate. Watch out, Sheena. I'm coming through. There's the main birds. There's Buttercup over there. There's Bibby over there. And there's Pepper over there in the corner. She's also kind of a unloved bird. Well, they scarfed that up pretty fast, didn't they? She ran through the little tunnel. They're chasing each other. Yeah, see, Clementine is a bully over there. That's Clementine, the speckledy one. And she'll chase the little ones if they have any food and try to make them surrender it. Look at them over there. They're so woebegone. They should begin laying any time now. I think they're almost 20 weeks. Yeah, so cute. Everybody seems to be done molting, I think. Sheena is the one right there, the black one right in front. She finally started laying eggs again. She's the only one that lays a green egg. So I can tell when she's not laying because hers really stand out. Yeah, everybody's looking pretty good. Will you look at that? I got 5 eggs today. I see that one is, that's Sheena's. This one is probably Sylvie's. She's my little Silky. This one is the longest one. I'm not sure who lays that one. It might be Brownie, but it could be Henny Penny. It's hard to say. 5 eggs on January the 11th. That's not too bad. I left the gate a little bit open. They're all wanting to escape. I don't know why they do that. Y'all go on. Run away. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oh, look. There's Buttercup and Bibby trying to go to bed. I need to close up their coop. Here, let's do this. Okay, guys, I'm closing it up. Now they're going to run away. Time to close you up for the night. 2 big doors and little latches. Okay. See you later.